3, 2, 1। क्या हुआ सीन बोल, क्या कर रहा तुम लोग? आई वांटेड टू, मतलब नहीं, मेरे को एक वीडियो बनाना था, तो सोचे कि आई हैड सम फ्री टाइम, थोड़ा वीडियो वीडियो बना लेते नहीं तो। दिस इज अ वीडियो एंड देन आई वांटेड टू नो व्हाट टू मेक फॉर दिस वीडियो, तो सोचे कि what else, maybe reacting to content. So which content to react to? Good question. We are reacting to my old blogs. I assume दिख रहा होगा, but this is like the first blog of my life. So yeah, maybe we'll start reacting to it and see क्या, like, if it's good, if it's bad. It is bad. I read through it before this, and then maybe we'll go through a few blogs. I have some time. I'll just kill time by creating a video. Who knows how this will turn out? Maybe I'll post it, maybe I won't. So yeah, without further ado, let's start. Hi, my name is Ashutosh Chakraborty, but you can call me Bittu. Yes, I'm Ashutosh Bittu Chakraborty, and as that is the name I'm more fond of. Am I more fond of that name? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? चलो ठीक है. As mentioned in the post, I have never blogged before. The first blog of my life. Okay, ठीक है चलो. And I don't read blogs. That is not. That is technically not true anymore. I do read some blogs these days, but matlab, at this point of time, yes, maybe not. I was more of a guy who would just watch YouTube videos, Markipliers as well, and then just waste time in general and not study and waste his life. But take it, no worries. I just heard that they are a good outlet for my feelings. I didn't write about my feelings though, but okay, okay, no worries. And here I'm trying to witness the magic of a blog. Okay, sure. The date today is, oh well, it's past midnight. Dude, grammatical errors. Okay, this is not the age of AI, and I just wanted to whip up something like in 1 hour or 2 hours, and yeah, it took more than 3 hours for me just to write good English because whatever. Smart. So technically, it's the 4th of February 2018. 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Baap re baap. 8 bochhod. I think it's a bit of a foreclosure. I think a bit of foreclosure is required, or as the authors like to call it, a prologue. I was manufactured on the head biodata there. 19 years now. Oh, damn. Young, man. I'm 27 now. Now. Bapre. I gave my joint exams last year, and because of my average on the distance studies, I wound up studying electrical engineering in Jadavpur University of India. This is what I call like a humble brag. You fucking. ठीक है जभी. Good way to like you know why would I even do this? Like that is my alma mater. I should respect somewhat. What the ठीक है. Not right now. Do I want to do drugs like in later in life? Sure, sure, maybe. Who knows? I'm in the first year of for Krishna's sake. Life is awesome right now, or rather as awesome as life can ever be. I had the PG which my friends. Yeah, yeah, true. I left this PG like what, 6 months. A fun fact about this PG. Like okay, कहाँ से fun fact about this PG? क्या like what happened is कि one time I was like I was in this PG. What I used to do usually is 4 days a week I would, or 4 days a week I would stay in the PG, and on Friday night I would not go to the PG. I'd go to my grandma's home directly. So what? So I had to like endure those 4 days, and those 4 days were like for the worst 4 days of my life. I did not study. I did not do anything. Food was hard to come by. There was a shop nearby, and my parents were like, "You should live in a PG. You should know how hostels work. This, that, this." I didn't want to stay in a hostel. I didn't want to stay in a PG. I wanted to like travel daily. But for the first 6 months of my life, I had to stay in a PG. This, I think, at this point of time also, I was trying out the PG, but like nahin, I remember what happened, which made me leave the PG once and for all. The thing is, I was sleeping one night, and I woke up because of a sudden bang, boom, करके, and क्या हो गया भाई भाई क्या हो गया, and ऊपर उठ के देख रहे कि see I'm sleeping like this, right? यहाँ पे like, so that is the ceiling. ऐसे करके एक brick गिरा है, and I might be exaggerating by the like distance between my head and the brick, but at that point of time it was like the brick being इतना थोड़ा सा, and it might have fallen on my head. I might have done a 1998 to 2018, but yeah, fortunately that didn't happen, and that was the day that I decided, no, this PG thing isn't for me, at least not the ones near the Jadavpur, and I was like, I'm done, I'm done. ठीक है. That is like a very interesting anecdote. That was like 6 months ish. After 6 months, I was like, no, I don't want the PG. Keep the security. Keep whatever you want. I am not like for this PG whatever. I think I got back some security as well. I don't even know what the security was, but yeah, I got it back. Moving on. Jadavpur University feels like the only college. Oh yeah, there was no Wi-Fi on campus. I wonder if that's changed because without Wi-Fi, yeah, the mobile data also did not used to work in some of the classrooms. I remember. Hmm. Good things, good times without internet. I used to touch grass at one point of time. If that wasn't enough for them, the buildings are filled with jammers. Oh yes, the jammers. And that means that we basically live without the internet for 7 hours a day, which is fine for extroverts who talk to make others feel better. But of course, you guessed it right. Without my Kindle, I would have been dead in my classroom long ago. See that I think like, what am I going for in this blog? Like, am I like looking? What is this humor? I don't understand this humor. I'm not sincere. Like, make up your mind. What do you want to talk about here? Feels like I'm bragging about my Kindle, bragging about my reading habits. 7 days away, extroverts who talk. I had friends. I talked at that point of time. What is this? Like, am I wanting to sound bitchy here? समझ में नहीं आया. Okay, coming to yesterday's events. Oh my god, the humor, dude. ठीक है, जो भी. That day, नहीं, let me not be too critical of this. It is, I evolved. Cringe है थोड़ा सा, but ठीक है, I evolved from that. My humor right now might also not be that much better from this, but I was clearly trying to be funny here. मतलब, did not work, it's up to you. You are reading with me right now, but yeah, okay. The day was better than the week. In the words of the great comedian Biswa Kalyan Rath, I think he's still a great comedian. Nothing came out from him in a long time, but okay. अगर तू बोलेगा कि ब्रो जाब मजे कर तो मैं 3 दिन के लिए जाके सो जाएगा. Still true. Still true, I would say. Literary translation, fuck. It's nice to see Grandpa in the house today as it's the second day that he was discharged from the hospital. Yeah, damn. And I wrote about it. And I came back home. This was the day that I completed the season 6 of Castle. And man, I don't love anyone more. What the fuck is this, dude? This is aura loss. I think it was a mistake making this video. I still have time to delete the video, but I don't want any comments regarding this, please. Okay, my uncle and I went to the sweet shop for all the well wishers who would later. क्या? My uncle and I went to the sweet shop for all the well wishers who would later. Oh, come to visit grandpa and say all the condolence. I was praying to God and crying in my sleep about your well-being. Another bullshit. Anyway, that is the Indian relative for you. You want to break their bones, but I was smiling the foolish. Why am I so emo here? What is wrong with me? मतलब, who hurt me here? I mean, do you understand? Look, क्या मतलब, why am I so angry at my like relatives? ठीक है मतलब, dude, I think I became a little more tolerant about people. Right, I got a hair. Oh, this is actually a blog, like a diary entry. I got a haircut today. Sure, good job. I have a buzz cut right now, but Joby, not that it was to score. And now yeah, there's my low self confidence. You can see it from this phrase. My 110 kg body ensures that my love lies well under control and my brain constantly finds excuse to avoid gym. Damn, that low self. No, it's not a low self confidence as well. It's like, oh, pick me behavior. I know I'm fat. I don't get goals. Yeah, if you wanted to talk to me, fuck you, dude. Fuck you, 2018, but too. That is the opposite of self love. But ठीक है. I'll let it go. Me, like the good boy that I am, always try to follow these orders from my brain of avoiding gym. Dude, I'll die by 40 if this is what my because currently as well, yeah, मतलब जो भी ठीक है. Anyways, coming to today, god damn it, yesterday again trying to be overly funny, but yeah, I won't be critical about this. It is, the grammar is not correct. The what is this? Formatting is not correct. At least give some, like, if it's the first time. Actually, it is the first time I'm writing something. Let's see if I improve in the other blogs. I'll give this one the pass. It was awesome, and now I finally understand the IMDb rating of what? Breaking Bad. Oh, okay, okay. I still haven't seen the last two episodes of Breaking Bad, though, I think. Or maybe I did. I don't remember. Maybe I didn't. Although close second call, my watch list was Subnautica and Fortnite by Markiplier and Bully Playthrough by Chris. Who is Chris Denker? What is this? Oh, Markiplier just released a Subnautica 2, which I watched yesterday. So yeah, there's that. 8 years later, the second game came out. Oh shit! I obsessed over this post for 2 hours, straight hours, and this is the shit that you was the input after 2 hours. Okay, sure. Now I'm feeling sleepy and poopy at the same time. Maybe do not broadcast this to the rest of the world, but then again, I didn't think anyone would read this, and now I'm broadcasting it to the YouTube where I have at least 5 people watching it. So yeah, hey, 5 people. Thank you for reading the rant of this madman, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye bye. Bye bye. Oh, that is straight off from a Markiplier outro. Damn, nice, nice, nice. And I did hear these were discrete feelings. I'm trying to expose my vulnerabilities and would really appreciate people not making fun of me based on my honest feelings. See, that's the thing. I am making fun of my own self based on myself's honest feelings. So, does it count as self hate? Sure, sure, it is a self hate. Yeah, thing. Uh, do I have time to go for another one? Acha, there's a comment. Every time obsessed with life, but down to earth guy. Congrats on your first blog. Continue. Thank you. That's not an unknown stranger. I know who this is, but okay. Thank you. Going to the next one. Normal teenage stuff. For teenagers, a bit. I am 19 almost here. He a technically a teenager, but I don't get the pass on teenage things anymore. Sure. Hello, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the second installment. Not for my thoughts. Whatever. Today is the 4th February. Two blogs in the same day. Okay, this is 3rd of February and this is 4th of February. Damn, two blogs in 2 days. I really had a lot of time on my hand. Chalo, theek hai. The day started out like any other with me waking up at 12 noon and doodling around watching Castle and Breaking Bad till 10:30. What the fuck? 12? 4th Feb 2018. 4th Feb 2018 fell on a Sunday, of course. Take it. 10:12 p.m. makes sense. And doodling around watching Castle and Breaking Bad till 1:30 and then being forced by grandma to have a bath because stinking is one of my superpowers. Dude, you should not play around with hygiene. No one should play around with hygiene. Have a bath every day, dude. What the? Grandpa is almost fine now. Thanks for asking. Okay, nice. Good to know. He's still fine now. So, yeah. Touch wood. I am pleasantly surprised today by the overwhelming response to my blast blog because it was my blast blog and people were too good to say the things to my face which they wanted to say, like chi. Okay, and I wanted to say that I love you guys for supporting me in the new venture of mine. Love is a strong word. Love is a strong word. Coming to more interesting part of the day, the evening was a social one. I got a call from a friend of mine from Jamshedpur. Well, actually, arch enemy turned friend, or rather, good friend turned arch enemy turned great friend. It's a long story. Oh, okay, I know who is I'm talking about. Hello, because I know you're watching. Whatever. And he asked me if you'd come to Kolkata Book Fair today, as was planned by us earlier. Oh no! Acha, 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 I understand who this is. Ticket, ticket, ticket. Okay, that guy might not watch this video, but sure, whatever. Book fair today, as was planned was earlier. I, as usual, being the lazy bastard that I am, thought of denying the trip. I thought of denying the trip, but on second thoughts, why not? Let's enjoy. As Grandpa was finally healthy, I didn't see the harm in going. I tagged along a friend of mine from Jadoo, and where we both went towards the book fair. I tagged along a friend of mine from Jadavpur. That's a ठीक है, I understand who this is as well. Sorry, not naming names. Maybe they like their own privacy. So ठीक है, चलो. And maybe this guy is not my friend anymore. Who knows? But ठीक है. Reaching there, we called him. Let's call the Jamshedpur friend B for anonymity and Jadavpur friend A. I know what I did there. You don't, but I do. B told us that on reaching there we should call him and he would be in 5 minutes, but of course he took more than 20. I'm just narrating a story here. Like, is this like a newspaper article? Like, point A, point B, point C. Okay, interesting thing. What is the interesting thing? There's a girl A. Of course, there's a girl. Of course. I'm 19 here. I think I get a pass. I'm 19 there. Chalo, no worries. ठीक है. There's a girl. There's a girl A. There is a girl A was afraid of. Acha, okay. A was afraid of. A, there is a girl A was. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. Luck would have it that we bumped into the girl into the fair. A, for some reason, is too afraid of the girl. Say G. G, G, G. Ah, I don't know. Wherever in college A saw G, he would stop in his path, sometimes in such a haste that the person behind A would bump into him, that is me, and reverse his direction as though he had seen a ghost. Oh, it's a G. Okay, 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 okay. I understand who G is. I never knew the reason for this fear. However, today something peculiar happened. I saw the two of them talking like normal friends, and believe me, I am not a crazy person rambling about his friend. This A person had once asked me to say thank you to G because of something good she had done to him, and he didn't have the balls to say a simple. Okay, yes. Oh my God. Okay. Uh, Fun fact: this girl, like G, once lent A that T scale for engineering drawing through a common friend. A didn't have the balls to ask for the T scale from G, even like when even face to face, he was so deathly afraid of her. And then G lent like he A asked for like the T scale through a common friend, and G being a good person lent it. Then क्या हुआ कि A had to return it to G, and then he returned the thing to me in a bus. Like we live in the same general area in Kolkata. Uh, General area being me in my grandma's house and these two guys. A went to sit in the back of the bus. G was sitting in the front of the bus. He gave me the T scale. Said, "Ki go to A, say thank you, and give her the T scale." I went to A. I said, thank you from whatever this guy." And then I said, ki, like, I was curious, ki, dude, why the fuck are you guys, like, why do you not talk? What is the anonymity between you guys and whatever? And before, like, I could, talk about it, and before I could even, I don't know, say about, say about all these things, this guy fucking shouted at the top of his lungs from the from the backside of the bus, and Ashutosh, Bija, Acho. Yeah, bhai, okay, okay, you don't need to shout. I'm shouting here, sorry for that, but yeah. Later I got to know it was some stupid stuff like their what is it? Coaching. Coaching did not want boys to talk with girls and girls to talk with boys, and he had some stupid shit. Whatever. They're not relevant. Maybe relevant. Because why would any coaching even do that? Boys talking to girls is taboo and all. Whatever. I don't care. Okay, JB. Moving on. Yeah, didn't have the balls. That is another mystery that remains unsolved. It's not unsolved anymore. I don't know the reasons. It's okay. The food at the fair was expensive for the time, yes, and that it's calling Kolkata food expensive is certainly yeah, but now I know the price of other places. But yeah, Kolkata food was expensive to me at that point of time, but this is one of the cheapest like food items in the world. Whatever. And at some point, it had become the reason for my rage because if there is one materialistic thing in the world that I would love, it would be food. Still true. Still true. I felt like a human sheep in a herd ambling around. I felt like a human sheep in a herd ambling around. I need to work on my metaphor. Looks no. ठीक है. And that crossing was the threshold of my anger meter, but somehow heroically maybe I add, I control the desire to punch the nearest object I could find. भाई deliberately शेक्सपियर का बन रहा है क्या मतलब क्या है ठीक है no worries no worries. After having a good time catching up with my friends, I asked B about his Valentine Day plans. Why would I do that? Why? I mean, I know why would I would do that because I'm a nosy bitch. Right. Stating that mine was joining the Bajrang Dal. Good joke. Good joke. He blushed and said that his Valentine resided in Bangalore and there is where his heart is. I think that is not his Valentine anymore, and they broke up this year itself, but I might be wrong. But he's in a separate relationship right now, and he's happy, and he is in like living in Hyderabad, so there's that. And this is where his heart is. I know that some of you guys are going, oh, but personally, I feel that true love is overrated and used by businessmen to sell overpriced goods. You know what? I agree to that. I actually agree to that. I had a debate with my cousins last week over this thing, and they tried to change my mind on what true love is and how that it's very whatever good and whatever the feelings there are, they are like elated. Even my friends, some of my friends are like just found true love at the age of 28, but yeah, I still don't believe it. Let me know if you do. Although there is also the fact that how walled I know. Although there is also the fact that how walled I know anything about it. True, true. How would I know everything about it? My lovely mother just won my heart today with a truly warming act. She took the children of my maid and their friends and bought them a meal at a restaurant. Oh, oh, thanks. The looks of joy at the faces of these kids was amazing, and just went on to prove that true happiness can be found by giving to the needy and sharing our resources. No notes. I agree. I know. All in all, today was an average day, and tonight is going to be an average night. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for reading. As always, I will see you in the next post. Bye bye. See, if you have nothing to write about, don't write. Like I just ambled around for 5 or 6 paragraphs for nothing. I'll do one more before I stop today. Maybe writing about nothing. I am not even going to. Okay, maybe I will. Nope. Hey, it is very small. Yeah. Nah, I'm not even going through this. Drama. That sounds cool. Here I am again after another day of tiredness and studies, and right now at 10:30 at night, I'm literally feeling sleep from exhaustion. Why do they make these students write physics practicals when all we are going to do is copy from each other and make sure that we get the marks? Still holds today. Still holds today. Seeing that I don't want to go in the direction of our country's poor education system, let's see what interesting things happen today. I promised P. Goddamn man, you don't need anonymity for a case of stomach upset. A friend of mine that I would have a paragraph of his own. So here goes. Yesterday, this clown of a man abruptly got out of the seat during a not so interesting class, whispered something to the teacher, and then took off his bag, never to be seen again in the day. Investigations, which comprised of harassing him till he told the truth, uncovered that he had a simple gas problem because of drinking a bottle of Pepsi right after some juice, or so he leads us to believe. The man literally walked out of class because he couldn't contain a few farts. Damn. P? No idea. Uh, what was? No, matlab, no idea. Now let's come to the part of the discussion where I write about the most discussed topics of my co-students. Co-students. Damn. Friends, you mean? Okay. Again, with the formatting issues, like, did I not know about Grammarly at this point of time? If, like, of course, there's no AI in 2018, but still. This Sunday, a few of my friends went to enjoy. Oh, okay, okay, okay. It's this drama. मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो. This Sunday, a few of my friends went to enjoy themselves at the Nico Amusement Park, and I unfortunately couldn't be present because of my grandpa situation. Of course, they enjoyed themselves, and everything went well until those intellectuals decided to play a game of Truth or Dare. I have never seen any other game which has broken more friendships than this one. There was a friendship which broke today on this day as well, and that was amazing. Amazing, I tell you. A little backstory should be in context here, since the sex ratio of our class is close to 0.118. How did I calculate it? 0.1186. Okay, it was a class of 120 with four women, I think. 4 by 120, I think. 0.03. How is it 0.118? I don't know. I don't know. There bound to be some jealousy or to. to here or there. This is a conundrum that I'm facing right now. Should I tell the story? Okay, nay. What's our class 120 or was our class 60? 4 by 60. Mm, 0.1. Okay, 4 by 60 is 0.067. So I'm doing something like 4 by 45 or 50 maybe. 4 by 50 is 0.8. No, that is also too much. 4 by 45, 0.08. Wait, what? 4 by 40 is 0.1. Oh, so 4 by 30 or something? 38? That, there, nay, this is like wrong. Whatever. Uh, is it like percentage I'm calculating here? 0.03 is still 3%. Nahin. Chalo, theek hai. This is the conundrum that I'm facing right now. Should I tell the story or shouldn't I? I am not. I don't care. There's a girl G in my class. It's the same G, and she has relatively more suitors than any other girls in my class. Still does. Actually, G, if you're listening, you still have some suitors. Um, okay. Boy X is in blind love for. Oh God. Okay. With G, but as is common in India, he didn't have the guts to tell her that and wanted to win her over with his charm. Yeah, winning girls over is something that people still do, and I don't understand. What do you mean win women over? That's fine, and there is nothing wrong with that. But like in any masala Bollywood movie, the girl didn't think much about him and went on with her life. Still does. Then there comes the boy R that has a slight crush on. Did G had a slight crush first, or did R have a slight crush first? You know what? I don't know. And they talk like normal besties, impervious to what the outside world think of the friendship. A classic love triangle. This is not a triangle, right? This is something like triangle without this, like the triangle without the base. Maybe a funnel. I don't know. But that is, I think, that is what they call the love triangle. But okay, R and G were friends for a long time. R and G were friends for a long time. 1 year max at this point of time, or even 6 months. And with X falling for G just about 10. I'm funny. There are chances of someone getting their heart broken even before the trip had started. True that, true that. Coming back to the Sunday event, since I was not present there, I haven't seen any of the following things happen before my own eyes, and I just put the bits and pieces together to gather a believable story right here. But I had been told that my story was pretty accurate. That is my superpower. Whatever. During the outdated game being played of Truth and Dare, the bottle turned towards G, and with that catastrophic stop, the stop itself is not catastrophic, but what she'll answer and how someone will take it, that thing is catastrophic. Stop in front of her. She was obviously asked who she liked more, R or X. Who the fuck asked that? Oh, I didn't remember that this was the question which was asked. I thought something like who do you like in our class was asked, but it was who do you like more, R or X? And all this time, both of them were, I presume, looking towards her with eager eyes. At least X was. I don't know about R though. Uh, Spoiler: R and G are no longer together. But that is, yeah, whatever. She said the words, "Of course, R." She's, "Of course, R." बोल दी क्या? That is disrespectful, yes. But I like it. And this means war. Ah. X was an innocent man, I doubt that, who had never had his heart broken before, and he was dumbstruck with these words, unable to hide his tears before the very woman he loved, and to keep his ego intact in front of his smirking rival. Disclaimer: some parts of these have been overly dramatized for the part of artistic license. He left their play midway and excused himself to go to the washroom, and never came back to the spot of that ominous game. Yeah, actually, he said, yeah, I have to go to the washroom, and then निकल गया घर घर भाग गया without telling anyone. Some of them were actually scared कि कहाँ गया भाई, कोई किडनैप उडनैप कर ले. बोल दे भाई तू घर जा रहा है मतलब. But then they would try to stop him, and he wants to show that I am the like person. I'm whatever he wanted to show. I don't know. Yeah, fast forward to today, where X had somewhat accepted his fate, and R had consoled X as a good. Oh, oh man. But circumstances which were unforeseeable led to the rift between these two people who were once fast friends. I don't think they were ever fast friends, but okay, sure. The rivalry will now become greater in the not so distant future, and who knows, we might have a civil war because of it. And if someone like that happens, always remember that you heard it first from your boy Ashu. Poof, poof. Poof. Pew. Oof. Poof. This was a tiring day, and I don't know about you, but I'm going to sleep right now. No, 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 this can't be happening. I just remember that I have to write the experiment number 8 in my physics class notebook. Shit. Shit. Bye, guys. And as always, I'll see you in the next post. Bye bye. Ah. Yeah, okay, sure. I am funny some of the times. Right, I think this is where I'll end. Thank you for listening or watching if you are. And yeah, as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.